In our world, you always go back. He just left him there. That's what I can't forgive.
Welcome to What the Flick, everybody. The gang's all here. Ben, Christy, Matt, Alonso. The Need for Speed, which is not Fast and Furious 7.
Right. It's also not Jesse Pinkman looking for more meth.
Right.
It's a little confusing.
It doesn't start
right
in the middle of that drive away. Right.
Even though Aaron Paul's in it.
Right.
There's also no "the" in the title, but
So Need for Speed, based off the video game. This is about street racing, high-end cars. Aaron Paul, I almost said Jesse Pinkman. Aaron Paul plays a guy who is a mechanic and former racer and races street racing style. Ends up in jail because of an illegal street race, gets out and has to do one last race to clear his name. Let's watch the clip.
Racing is an art.
Revenge will surely come.
But racing with passion, that's high art. I'm willing to give $6 million to anyone who puts a stop to him.
Again, what we've just been talking at Linoleum. I didn't see it, but I love it that there's a great movie line you threw. Has to do one more race to clear his name. Like that's never happened in the history of
the one last heist.
And certainly not one last race.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing about terrible movies is they make you appreciate what good movies do well. And watching this movie, I realized, wow, one of the things that I love about the Fast and the Furious movies is that I don't sit in my seat worrying that they're going to kill pedestrians. In this movie, I thought they were going to kill pedestrians. I thought they were going to knock over a school bus at one point, and the movie was going to become The Sweet Hereafter. Like, these guys drive like assholes.
Those kids had it coming.
I guess so.
Right, yeah, they're little drag races in small town America, right. Yeah, they don't care who's in the way.
But they're on the highway, they're in the middle of busy cities, and it's like, fuck, why am I rooting for this guy who, they literally laugh at one point when they almost kill a homeless guy. Like, charmed.
They just knock over his basket of goodies, whatever. But all these people though are so thinly drawn. Even Aaron Paul, who is our hero, that I don't care whether they live or die. I don't care whether he makes his race. I don't care whether he has his change of heart or whatever he's gonna have.
Yeah, all the big problems here are such bullshit. First they're worried they're gonna lose the mortgage on Pop's garage, which looks like it's right out of the Cars world in Disneyland. And it's like, okay, wait, if you can't pay the mortgage, how come you got an airplane and all these trucks with the sophisticated tracking equipment and all these vintage cars lying around? It's like, maybe sell some of that shit and make the mortgage,
I think the guy who's the pilot. Oh, is that what it is? I never played the game. Do you play the game? You can earn stolen Cessnas or whatever. But he keeps stealing them, right? Isn't that the joke? He steals a CHP helicopter. He steals a news helicopter. Why is that allowed? He never gets into trouble.
Well, he does get thrown into jail finally.
Briefly, but then he's the most popular, fun guy in jail, and he gets access to an iPad in jail to watch the big final showdown.
Yeah, which is arranged by Michael Keaton, who is basically being Cleavon Little in Vanishing Point, who sits got paid God knows how much to basically sit in a room and yell into a microphone about cars. About a car race that he can't possibly be monitoring because there's not a single camera anywhere.
But he is monitoring it somehow. Do all the cars have some kind of tracking device in them?
Maybe.
Because he knows who's in what order and where they are on the course and all that.
Cameras.
Is that what it is?
Well, and there's a lot of GoPro cameras in this movie. Every time a car flips over, they have stuck a GoPro onto the flipping car, so that the whole thing, which once or twice is kind of cool, but that wears a little thin. And then, I'm sorry, the one last thing I wanted to throw out there was the idea that the big race at the end that he has to get in to clear his name, the winner gets all the other cars. And I'm like, okay, every car in this race is either wrecked to shit or it's going to get impounded by the million cops that are following you. I don't see how that's a prize.
The story is that Aaron Paul and his buddies build this super amazing Mustang that would have you believe that they can go 230 miles an hour.
Is it not true?
No. Not like that. And it would be competitive with these other supercars, and he talks his way into being able to use the car by saying, you'll get all the other cars in the race as the prize to his backer, and then all the other cars end up thrashed.
Right.
So I can only hope that the sequel is the backer coming after him, like where
Chasing him back across country.
Right, where are my 8 cars, asshole?
Right, Dominic Cooper, who has to be a bad guy at all times just by virtue of what his face looks like. But thankfully, Aaron Paul has a garage in which to put all of the trash vehicles, and he knows how to fix them with his posse of friends. So maybe it works out best that he's the one
All
who
right, I know
might
you
get
guys
them all.
hated this movie. I kind of liked it.
All right, why?
It gets the racing right. Now, as long as they're in the cars, I was with this movie. Once they're out of the cars and they're talking, this movie sucks. But the driving's legit in this. I don't think this movie is any worse than the first 3 or 4 Fast and Furious movies.
So maybe
Oh,
that's
no. You're not going to put this up against Tokyo Drift.
All right, Tokyo
Not
Drift's a
having
better
it,
movie,
no.
but
They have novelty on their side as well. This is not
this is a
novel.
better movie than certainly Fast and Furious 4, which that bar is
Well,
set low.
okay,
Fine.
if we're, yes.
What I liked about this movie is that there's a lack of CGI and the cars are legit, and this is made by people, yes, this is made for a very specific audience who loves that game and loves those cars, and I think they're going to be satisfied here. Now, if you don't have any familiarity with that, you're lost. And yes, that's a failure on the filmmaker's part, but it kind of worked for me because I've played the games.
So you know the
So if what I would say to people is, if you know these games and you're looking forward to this, you're probably going to like it. But if you're coming at this as a casual viewer and thinking, "Oh, I'll give this one a chance," it's not so good.
Seems like a puzzling decision. I mean, I get why he did it, but for Aaron Paul, I'm getting that. Like, you have this incredible goodwill built up as a serious actor and multiple Emmys, and all kind. I'm not saying you have to do an indie character movie, but I mean, you could do a movie that has some depth to your character.
I got to interview him about this, and I'll
Okay.
tell you why. He's a car guy, and they had him go and do racing
I
lessons
read
up
all
at
that. I
Willow
was-
Springs.
And you believe that? I read that.
I do, actually.
He's very miscast here, I think, because we know what he does well, or at least one of the things he does well, which is that sort of like hyper motor mouth manic kind of, talking before he's thinking kind of stuff. And in this movie, he's supposed to be like the haunted, brooding loner, or not loner, but like
He gives it his all. I think he does okay with that.
But he's not the kind of actor who has the sort of, I'm not saying physical stature, but the sort of emotional stature to pull off the stuff that he's asked to do. There are these shots of him where he's supposed to be all like sort of intense. He's like, you look ridiculous, I mean, there are movie stars who are probably,
Steve McQueen.
well, exactly,
Well, he's meant to be a Steve McQueen figure, clearly, because
Right.
they show Bullet at the drive-in
Yes.
in the beginning of it.
I read one interview with him to that where he talked about his love of McQueen.
like, and there are actors in Hollywood who are shorter than Aaron
He meant
Paul.
the other Steve McQueen.
I don't know, but let me put it this way: like you look, if you've ever seen Tom Cruise in person, like he's, not the tallest guy in the world, but he's always filmed in a way that makes him look like a big dude.
Played Jack Reacher for crying.
Exactly. Aaron Paul is shot to look like a shrimp in this movie. Like whoever is behind the camera is not doing him any favors, and so he doesn't pull off the kind of action hero thing this movie needs. Not that another actor could make this movie work, because it's got way too many problems, but I think he's not used to his best benefit.
But because he has such good instincts and such a strong presence about him, he makes this better than perhaps it has any right to be. In the more serious moments. Go ahead, please.
I just you have choices. He no question he has scripts coming in, and I guess the theory was, I don't want to make him some sort of thoughtful movie where if it's bad, then like I want to make sure I get paid. Like I want a payday, and I imagine that he got paid more than he ever possibly thought he could make in this business on this movie.
I want to mention really fast that Imogen Poots is really cute. And a lovely, flirty, funny presence about her.
Unbelievable and terrible. I like her as an actress, but she's not good at this.
No, but I think she brings like a sexy kind of sassy, flirty energy to a movie that is entirely too self-serious a lot of the time.
And this movie, it should be noted, is what, 2 hours and 10 minutes?
It's 2:06, yeah.
2:06
It's long.
for a fucking
It's long.
drag race movie. I went to the bathroom, which the last time I went to the bathroom during a movie was Sucker Punch. Because I just thought I could leave and come back and not miss anything,
Important
and I was
It's a
right.
far better movie than Sucker
I
Punch.
went to the
Well,
bathroom.
sure. Again, it's better than Sucker Punch. It's better than Fast and Furious 4. It's better than Grown Ups 2. I mean, if
I
this
went
is
to the
what we're,
bathroom and got a hot dog during 300. Like on the way back, I was like,
in the bathroom? Huh? We're serving hot dogs in the bathroom?
yeah.
That wasn't a hot dog.
Numbers, I'm not doing numbers. I remember what I gave it.
You gave it.
I give it a 3.
2.5.
I give it a 6.
That's a 3.8. What's it at?
It's at like 26.
On the tomato meter?
Yeah.
All right, so 3.8 for these guys for just Need for Speed.
Okay.